So this is the 24th of December 2025. See, proof. Now, I just made a video really intense and uncensored. Now, I saw a police car, so I go, hey, maybe they're trying to show me that they're not gonna, like, they know I'm filming. It's coming out on the film, so they're just checking on me and showing me that at least they're gonna show presence, a bit like Gaza. They don't always shoot people, right? But even though they haven't shot me with a gun, you see that guy looked all innocent. Then he backs up, pretends to be just patrolling, and then pretends to ask why I'm filming, but he doesn't say much.
Good job.
But he rolls down the window. I just say something like, oh, karma or something. But the point is, he rolls down his window, and look, he's young, and he looks like one of these Gestapo trained, but he was...
Toujours dans mes pieds. Vous me faites du mal à la cache, toujours. Qu'est-ce que vous avez dans votre esprit, tabarnak? C'est une coïncidence, vous êtes toujours là. C'est pas normal, ça, les statistiques.
Yeah, I didn't film him in the face, but you should have seen his face. It was exactly like a young Nazi. Blonde. And it's not to criticize, but look after when I got out of the maxi. Fire truck. Again. Fire truck when I got out of the maxi. This is again in the morning, 24th. But now, why am I showing you this? It's not the first time I show you something like this, right? Why am I showing you? Well, this is why I'm showing you. You think my face, I was outside. It's almost warm outside. I was outside like, it's hard to really see it, but I'm all burning and itching. And I wasn't outside long. If it was like minus, yeah, I could actually see myself in the mirror. If it was like minus, you don't see it a lot yet. And I already put some peroxide just to take away, but my eyes are itching. I had my glasses, but I took out my visor just to talk to him, but it was still from a distance. But that's how, like yesterday, they got me behind my head, right? So this is why I did a video right away, not long after the one that I also sent it. I ended up sending it to Anthony Housewater, and they go, oh, call here. And they did respond. They're showing a little bit of pretend interest. It's pretend because or else they would have sent me an email. Yes, the situation is, we're looking into it. The police shouldn't do that. You see them right there, right? So can you say that wasn't a police car? It was. Why was it there? It was doing the turn. And now why is my face itching and burning? Before I went out, I didn't have that. When I was outside, I didn't have that. When I approached the police car, because the police car was following me in the parking, you saw it, right? Way out, there was this big truck. It didn't come on my side, because obviously, but this is what I mean. Look, the snow, there is no snow. What was it doing? It did the turn and it was like following.
Snowplow. Fuck right now, you know what I feel like do.
Yes, exactly. See, this is the danger, police. Let's hope spirituality doesn't affect 3D, because I'm not sure to what level. Jesus said, and all these people, yeah, it reaches a point. But the point is not to do things like on 3D, just like the guy from the MK Ultra thing in Montreal, the Alan Memorial. Oh, we like voodoo because we want more in our arsenal. People think spiritual powers or spiritual abilities or spiritual dimensions, and even the elites, I think they do understand. They understand only to the point that it controls the programs and the illusion on 3D. But besides that, that's why it's dogma, orthodoxy. You're crazy if you believe in psychic powers, but yet they brainwash you and they want to keep you without meditation. And they want to keep the teachings of Jesus secret. That's why when they were more honest in the 15th and 18th century, they used to burn witches. They were really witches and they were really hurting the government. Why do you think they got burned? Why do you think this is happening to me? I'm not cursing them. I just see sometimes some bad luck towards the police, Montreal, and see in Montreal, and well, that was Longueuil. I don't know if it also happened in Montreal. They killed someone with the same movement they did to me when they rushed and put me to the floor to bring me into a gaslit evaluation that I was reporting what I'm reporting now. If I'm showing you the police, how could that not be real? And when it happens night and day, it's at least harassment. This on my face, you could say it's just, there was a lot of wind. There was no wind right now, and it's itching and burning, and it feels almost like my whole face has been bitten by a giant bee, like the sensation. If you've ever been bitten by a wasp or a big mosquito, it feels like, I don't even want to think about it, because usually it takes half a day. If it already started, that means they got me real good. If that police car let themselves be filmed, is because they knew they wanted to lull me into a false, oh man, is my eyes hurting again. They did this to me Last time I felt this bad near my eyes was when they surrounded me at Guy Metro and they put the bag right under my visor. So, and before I used to put sort of like fake leather or that material that flops. But I have a hard time breathing. Summer, winter, spring, summer, or fall. This is my last 4 years. 6, close to 7 years of the police always being there, and you've seen some. So this is my reporting. What would I do with this? What would you do with this report? This is more Montreal proof, more Warlock proofs. The Montreal police, right now, my face is burning and itching, meaning is they're trying to show me, well, we don't care about being shown. We are going to do it, and you can't do anything about it. I can't, but maybe there's some forces that will. And again, I'm not trying to threaten you, but what would you feel, police? Would you say, oh, I think you're going to get some nice karma. I think you're going to get some nice days on the beach doing this to an innocent person that I'm telling you I'm dangerous, or my connection to God is dangerous, just like your connection when one of your officers out of the fragile ego put the system for me to be tortured night and day, and it won't end until I'm dead. And yeah, because now I'm pretty sure after I'm dead, there's going to be no more demiurge controlling me, no more fake energies controlling me. I'm planning on meditating night and day, and I'm planning to send back everything that I'm getting, plus a little extra for Christmas, let's just say, all right? So expect some good times, police. You are intentionally following me, harassing me, torturing me. Let's see what God has in store for you. I'm curious. The only reason why now I'm still staying alive, like the song says, is to see what happens to the Montreal police, Apopex, and every other person that has lifted a finger or a thought of hate against me. There is absolutely no reason. Me asking for help, doesn't matter how I ask, is not a reason to be mad. Me doing to you what you're doing to me, or cursing or hating you for some kind of law. Yeah, if I'm criticizing the laws, and I'm saying the people that are making them are criminals, but I'm not hating them. I'm not doing anything intentional, not witchcraft, and not following with vehicles, and not spraying chemicals or irritants or parasites in your faces, police. That's why I want God to make you feel how it feels to be followed night and day, to know there's nowhere to hide. I can accept that. It's the physical pain is too much and my health can't handle it. But I could accept that you follow me all the time. If this was just social police, try not attacking me like now. Nice officer coming close, thinking you're tough. You're tough because you're behind the wheel, and you're tough because you could hurt me and I can't hurt you. But what about in our minds? What about in the other realms? What about in that? Do you think you have the same power that you have over me in this realm? I don't think so. Whoever saw the thing, it was still about cops, a show on TV. The police were telling a drunk guy to get off a tree. And the guy goes, I don't think so. And then he fell, boom. You think that you could control everything in this illusion, and you think that's permanent, and you think that has value, what you do to me? That could give you a little satisfaction, but it doesn't last. Is Hitler still around bragging about what he did to not only Jewish people, but the whole planet? And my mom almost got killed by Hitler. Is Hitler having fun now? Is Germany now like even helping Jewish people? So what does that mean? Everybody realizes their crimes sooner or later. And if the Jews do the same thing, or the Zionist Jews, I'm part Jewish, I don't recommend they do the same thing as Hitler. It's like me, I don't want to hate you. The hardest thing you're putting me through, police, besides the pain and knowing that I have no freedom at all physically, totally jailed, even if you don't further come up with more bullshit, which is everything is bullshit. But this is the illusion that you think that matters, what you do to me. It does matter. It gives your karma, and sooner or later you're going to have to face that. You can't avoid it. You could avoid it now, but not in your dreams, and if you don't have a conscience, not when you're out of your body. There's going to be that eighth sphere, whatever dimension that says, how did you live your life? And it's you. How do you understand what's beyond the stupidity of games? It's all an illusion. When you're dead, you don't bring all this that you've done with you, right? So this is what I mean. It doesn't matter what you do to me, but know that the payment, the reciprocity, the return to sender will get to you sooner or later. So I'm enjoying the future, because the future, the past, and the present are all intertwined. So this is what makes me still be like expressive and chirpy, because I know that what you're doing is useless. In fact, I always hope, even when I'm triggered like today or yesterday, temporarily I talk a bit like with pain. And if I'd be doing this to you just at the beginning, even if you wouldn't have guns, you'd do horrible physical things to me. So why should I accept it and not even warn you that there's a price? I know I can't defend myself, not legally, not physically. I don't even want to go there, but I do. tell you that maybe it's not worth it? Think about it. Ask if you have any elites in psychic things. Ask and you shall receive. If it's a good idea to step on a chosen one. If it is, I don't think